The following broadcast is a presentation of the ND Sports Channel.
2.2, shot is up, and it's good! Oh my goodness! Blake Nelson! It's taken away there by Carson Abrahamson. She has a breakaway, one-on-one, hard, she scores! And he'll put it right on goal, and right into the goal! Ethan Olsen on a free kick. Irma Bohr, a perfect 4-for-4, and a slam dunk from Harney. 10:50 to go here, and the faceoff is won by North-South onto the stick of Caitlin Arman. Arman feeds it in for Abby Promisberger, and Promisberger with the hat trick. And put your outfielders in left and left center, because that one's going to left field, and that's gone. That is a two-run shot for Kenzie McKinnon. That pass inside of the lane was taken away by Fargo Davies, and another nice pass and a slam dunk. Grayson Heyman with the slam dunk in the JV game. All right, welcome. We are getting ready for the boys junior varsity game between the Fargo South Bruins, warming up on your screen right now. And over on this side of the court here, we have the West Fargo Packers. Once again, it is a junior varsity game. We're just shy of 3 minutes away from game time. We're going to turn down the microphones to keep the background music out, and we'll be back with your live commentary here in about 2 minutes and 44 seconds from right now. All right. Ooh, that was a little loud. We are underway now here with the junior varsity game here from Fargo South High School. As soon as I can find the scoreboard button there we go. There it is. And once again, 0-0 here. Packers, obviously, in their green jerseys going from right to left with white numerals. Shot is up and a little short. Comes right down into the hands of Anton Clemens for the Bruins. That's Sobasic. I forgot his first name. Semso. Near corner here is Max Olson, a 5'10 junior. Trying to work it inside there for Clemens. Clemens will dish it out to Flomo. Flomo with the high post jumper up and in. And it's 2-0 in favor of Fargo South. Once again, game 1 of 3 here. Just barely gotten on air in time here, so we didn't have a table when we arrived. There's a 3 from the top of the key there. That is from, let's see here, Denton Deagle with the triple. Now Sabasic in the corner, drives baseline and floats it in. Near steal, but West Fargo keeps it. And they'll tee it up for another 3, and it's in. 16:37 to go here in the first half of play. We've had 2 lead changes already. Looking for a tie, won't go. Pulling down the rebound there was, I believe that is Alex Navarro, if I'm not mistaken. And a whistle will turn it back over to Fargo South. Once again, Clemens down on the baseline. Got the offensive board, and then it was taken away by the Packers. And quickly up court there. That is Hamza. And he will get fouled, and I think it was in the act of shooting, so he'll go to the line to shoot some free throws, and that is indeed the case. Packers lead by 2, 6-4. Fargo South has had 2 opportunities to tie it, but they have failed on those 2 opportunities. You can see on top of the shot clock there, 16:09 to go in the first half of play. There we go. I'll get some of that background noise in there. Sobasic pulls down the rebound off the missed free throw. Sobasic will put it into the hands there of Bakar Fulla, and Fulla into the corner. But before Max Olson could take a shot, the whistle would sound, stopping the clock with 16:02 to go here. And it'll be a baseline inbounds pass for the Fargo South Bruins, and that'll be triggered there by Fulla. Fulla along the baseline, looking, and he feeds it in there. I can't see who that is. That is Bless Flomo. Missed shot. Rebound comes down to Fulla. He drives into the paint. Can't get it to go. Ball's tipped around. Packers come away with it. Fulla with a near steal. Then he pokes it out of bounds. They'll stay with West Fargo. Inbounds pass is triggered there to Denton Deagle. That will eventually come out of bounds. Hamza will trigger the inbounds pass. Bounce pass into the near wing. Free throw line extended near side. Now they'll work it up top over to the free throw line extended far side before tossing it out of bounds, and that'll be a turnover for West Fargo. Stopping the clock with 15:36 to go. Fargo South got the first basket of the game. Packers answered with a 3, and then Fargo South took the lead at 4-3, and then the Packers answered with another 3 to make it 6-4. So Bosick over in the far corner, works it up to Fulla. Fulla dribbles up, top of the key, free throw line extended near side. Olsen pushes it into the corner for Sobasic. Sobasic down low for Clemens, back out to Flomo. Flomo at the high post, pump fakes, then puts up the shot. Loose ball rebound, pulled down there by Sobasic. Sobasic tried to get it to Fulla, battle for the ball there, and it'll stay with the Packers, or at least we think it will. The whistle will stop the clock with 15:08. I believe it will be West Fargo basketball. Just over the timeline there, they'll trigger the inbounds pass. Hamza will trigger the inbounds pass. Pressure on the backcourt there by the Bruins. They'll fire it over the timeline there into the hands of Alex Navarro. Check that. Wrong. I was looking at the wrong roster. That was Dawson Walter, number 5, excuse me. And he'll put up a 3, and that one's in and out. Rebound underneath there by Hamza. And 14:45 to go. It remains 6-4 here in the first half of play. Boys junior varsity game will be followed by the girls varsity game, and that one will be followed by the boys varsity game. It's a Thursday triple header here on state hockey tournament weekend on the ND Sports Channel. Even though we're doing basketball, the state hockey tournament being played at Farmers Union Rink and Shields Arena inside the Shields Arena complex in South Fargo here. Fargo North South defeated Devils Lake 5-0 in the girls quarterfinal round 1 game. West Fargo United escapes with a 2-1 win over Grand Forks after a delay between the first and second period due to a leak in the roof at the Farmers Union Rink that they were trying to get that situation resolved. And then on the boys' side, Grand Forks Central took care of Mandan 14-0. And last time I looked at the scoreboard, and I'll try and get an update, it was Fargo South Shanley all knotted up at 1-1 with Bismarck High. I would guess that game is somewhere in the third period right now. That was a end of first period score. Free throw makes it 6-5. We'll see if we can pull up that statewide scoreboard here. Nine to 5, 14-10 and counting to go. That's Fulla into the paint. Bounces it outside there for, can't see who that is. That's Bless Flomo. Flomo will have it taken away. The Packers come back down the other end. Nice spin move into the paint, but a bucket will not drop in. That spin move brought to you there by, that's Denton Deagle. And Bakar Fulla will lay it in. That pulls the Bruins within 2. It's 9-7. So West Fargo United will take on Fargo North South in the girls semifinal. That will be streamed on WDAY's Inform.com, I believe, if I remember correctly. There was a couple radio stations broadcasting the quarterfinal round, but there was no video broadcast of the girls' quarterfinals today. But they will have live stream of the semifinals tomorrow on Inform website. And then they will have the championship and third place game on the main rink at Shields Arena on WDAY/WDAZ up in Grand Forks, KBMY in Bismarck, KMCY in Minot. That shot's up and in, and once again, the Bruins are within 2, and now we have a timeout on the floor. It's 11-9 with 12:46 to go in the first half. We'll take a timeout, be right back after this. Actually, no, we will not take them. There was no timeout, I guess, so we'll stay right here. I was deceived, I will be honest. So the Packers will have the ball. They'll get it up over the timeline. Driving into the paint there, Hamza, excuse me. And it's taken away by Clemens. Clemens gets it over to, I believe that was Flomo or Bakar. No, it was not. It was Jamal Spivey with the bucket. And knocks us up at 11. A basket obviously coming after the whistle will not count. 12:22 to go here, first half of play. Inbounds pass from right in front of the Fargo South bench will be triggered there by Dawson Walter. Walter, excuse me, is a 6'2" junior guard for the Packers. Walter has hit 2 threes in this game so far. That drive into the paint there will not be successful by Deagle, and down at the other end, so Bosick laid it in after the whistle, so that one will not count. Inbounds pass will come to Fulla. Fulla fakes right, goes left. Shakes off one defender to pick up another one. Top of the key, now Max Olson here near wing. Gets it to Sabasic at the free throw line. He drives into the paint, tried the one-handed floater off the right hand, and pushed it up there. Loose ball ends up in the hands of Sabasic, and Sabasic will draw the foul on the basket attempt. Remain tied at 11 with 11:49 to go, and actually I guess it will not be a drawn foul. The ball will go back to West Fargo. So you got Spivey and Fulla in the backcourt there, and the Packers bring it over the timeline, no problem, but a little bit of pressure on that far sideline. Leaves the guy wide open off the low post, and that man is number 31. He is not on my roster, so I'm not sure who that is, and we apologize. And back the other way, the long 2 is up, and we're knotted up at 13 apiece. Travel. Corner three from Olsen is up. That one won't go. Rebound underneath by Clemens, and he gives the Bruins the lead back. 15-13 now, steal by Olsen. He goes to the hoop and one. Max Olsen, the 5'10 junior, will step up to the free throw line to try and complete the three-point play, and what a swing here for Fargo South. They tied it at 11, tied it at 13, got the steal to make it 17-13, right? Yeah, and then that basket there by Olsen to make it 17, and chance to make it 18. Well, scored them 7-2 here in the last like 2 seconds. A little bit longer than that, but steal from behind there. That's Fulla, and Fulla go down to the low block, pop it out for Sabasic. Sabasic will lose it, and it'll be picked up by the Packers. They'll bring it back the other way to the player who's not on my roster, and he will draw the whistle. That'll stop the clock at 10:40 to go. Once again, number 31 for West Fargo. If you happen to know who that is, you can text us at 404-9072, and we'll write that in. Sabasic into the mid-block, spins around and one. Back-to-back and one buckets for Fargo South. And Sabasic will step up to the free throw line to try and make it 21-13. Fargo South on a 9-2 run right now, looking to make it a 10-2 run. And that will not happen, but Sabasic gets his own rebound. Now the long two is up off the front of the rim. Sabasic with another rebound. Comes out to the corner, tees it up for three. Off the back iron, won't go. Rebound there for, that is Spy. Spy, that one won't go. Sabasic, just a monster down there. Kicks it out to Olsen. Olsen to, I believe that's Fulla, driving into the paint. He'll get called for the travel. Back to West Fargo, the ball will go. It's a 9-2 run for the Fargo South Bruins here after trailing 11-9. Actually, I meant to say after it was tied 11-11, it's a 9-2 run. Far side there, that's Walter. Walter will kick it up top now near side for Hamza. Hamza will put down the triple. I think it was a triple. Yes, it was. Olsen now with the basketball here for the Bruins. Puts it into the hands and quickly down low to Sabasic. Sabasic turns around, off the back iron, won't go. Ball is tipped around, ends up in the hands of West Fargo's Denton Deagle. (20-18) now. Let's see here. And now Packers have a chance to tie or maybe take the lead or maybe cause a turnover. One of the three would happen, and it happened to be the third of those three. And Max Olsen will bring the ball up to and over the timeline with 9:03 and counting to go. Olsen still with the basketball. Far side for Spy, back to Olsen. Olsen looks for Sabasic, and he gives it to him. Sabasic with the ball above his head, floats into the high post. Now they push it into the corner for Spy. Down to the low block, back out to Bless Flomo. Now Spy in the corner once again. Spy looking, 5 on the shot clock. Get it down to Clemens. Clemens turns around, puts it up and in. That one a little bit too strong. Bruins pull down the rebound. Once again, Olsen brings it over the timeline. Sabasic here, free throw line extended near side, back to Olsen. I feed it into the high post, back onto the corner for Sabasic, who gives the head and shoulder fake, then drives baseline, can't get the shot to go, but Clemens pulls down the board and puts the follow-up up and in. 24-18 in favor of the Fargo South Bruins here in the boys junior varsity game. Packers work it down low, one dribble, turnaround, half hook shot up and in, not in, I should say. And then Olsen quickly, the bounce pass intended for Flomo. He lost it. It'll be picked up there by Walter. And Walter will bring it back for the Packers. 24-18, 7:44 to go. Walter still with the basketball. Now he picks up his dribble. Bounce pass, puts it into the hands there of number 25, who is also not on our roster. So we don't have a number 25, and we don't have a number 31. At halftime, we'll try and get those names. And if you can get those names to us via text message before halftime, we can save us a little bit of work at halftime. So 24-18 to go. Long two, straight away out the front of the rim, won't go. Loose ball rebound, eventually comes down for Bless Flomo. Flomo on the far side, gets it to Sabasic in between the circles, directing traffic, now puts the ball to the floor. Pushes it into the corner there, I think that was Bakar Fulla. Back over for Spy, looking inside for Clemens. And that at the free throw line is Flomo. That one will roll off the rim. Packers come down with the rebound, put it into the hands there of Denton Deagle. And that's Hamza, and Hamza will get it up and in. 24-20. Packers within 4. Fargo South not wasting any time getting back down to the other end of the court, but the turnover didn't help, and one, it'll count. Hamza gets it in, and he gets fouled, and that gives the Packers a chance to pull within 1. And the free throw's up and in. It's a 1-point game with 6:42 to go. Fulla with the basketball, puts it in the corner for Flomo, back to Fulla. Fulla bounce pass into the paint, and there was a reach-in foul on somebody. At least I think it was a reach-in foul. And it'll be a sideline inbounds pass for Max Olsen and the Bruins. Olsen. Ball above his head, he will trigger that inbounds pass, and that pass is intercepted by Walter. Packers bring it back the other way, push it into the hands there of Karodi. Check that, it's Connor Baresh. Back-to-back misses from the free throw line, but an offensive rebound here for the West Fargo Packers. Turnaround off the low block. That ball's tipped out of bounds and go back to the Fargo South Bruins. Stopping the clock with 6:19 to go here in the first half of play. Of course, we want to thank our sponsors, including Quality Home Restorations and Game Time, plus the North Fargo Softball Booster Club and the Fargo South Booster Club for their financial and or equipment donations over the past year or so, allowing us to bring various sporting events to you here on the ND Sports Channel. Yeah, this particular game is game 403 on the ND Sports Channel, and we've only been on for a little shy of 2 years, a year and a half, probably to be more exact. Nice move along the baseline there, and that one's up and in. I believe that was Connor Baresh, a 5'10 sophomore. That gives the Packers the lead at 25-24, 6 minutes to go, first half of play. Max Olsen here in the near corner. 2 passes later, Fulla at the free throw line. Pushes it over to Spy. Spy in a double team to Olsen in the corner. Olsen picks up his dribble. Cross-court pass is going to be intercepted. And laying it in is Baresh. Fulla into the paint. And he will draw the foul to shoot 2. Free throws make it 27-26. Ball go out of bounds and stay with the Packers. Hamza, 5'10" junior guard for the Packers. Number 12 there, and he gets the ball off the inbounds pass. Bruins trying to put some pressure in the backcourt, but the Packers bring it over the timeline. Hamza will get the ball, drive down near side of the lane, kick it out near side before Hamza gets it back and tees it up for three. That one will not drop in. Fuller will pull down the rebound here for the Bruins. Trailing by one, they push into the corner. Running baseline is Jamal Spivey. That one will not go in. The Packers pull down the board and bring it back the other way. Teeing it up for three, and it's off the back iron, won't go. Rebound comes down to Spivey. Spivey kicks it out there to Fuller. Fuller quickly up court to Flomo, gives it back to Fuller. Fuller drives into the paint. Max Olson from the corner for three, won't go. Rebound by Clemens, or at least we thought it was going to be a rebound. And it was last touched by West Fargo, so Clemens will chase it down to the back wall there, and it'll be a baseline inbounds pass for the Bruins on the far side of the hoop. That'll be triggered by Bakar Fuller. So Sabasic checking back into the lineup here for Fargo South. Also checking in for the West Fargo Packers is Denton Deagle, number 20 there for the green team. Inbounds pass. Clemens will get called for a jump ball. Okay. I think you know where I was going to say with that, but then the ref put up the two thumbs for the jump ball. So the possession arrow will favor the Fargo South Bruins. Corner, I think that was, oh no, it was Sabasic on the far side. And now Sabasic will tee it up for three, and that's at the front iron, won't go. Packers grab the rebound, lost his footing there, and nearly stolen away by Olsen. Now they're going to call a double dribble. Olsen, bounce pass corner, Sabasic. Sabasic dribbles in, kicks it up top. Now Olsen in the near corner. Into the lineup for Fargo South, wearing number 33 is Trey Hendrickson, a 5'9" sophomore guard. He snuck in without me noticing. Now Hendrickson will have it in the corner. 5 to shoot on the shot clock, doesn't matter. The ball is stolen away by the Packers. It's a 1-point game. Packers lead by one, and that lead will stay at one for the moment. Sabasic will get it. He has a 1-on-4 back the other way. He floats it in from the paint. Nearly went over the back there. Packers bring the ball back quickly down to the other end. Driving into the paint down to the near side of the lane, and he drops it in and extends the Packer lead to three at 29-26 with 3:27 to go, and that clock will continue to tick as Sabasic will chase that one down almost into the concession stand area. And finally trigger that inbounds pass. That chewed about 10 seconds off the clock. We'll see if that plays a factor here towards the end of the game or not, because that could be the equivalent of one basket for Fargo South, which would either pull them within one or tie the game up at 29 if they would have converted on that one basket. So Jamal Spivey and Bless Flomo check back into the lineup. That gives Trey Hendrickson and Max Olson a breather on the bench. So you got Flomo, Spivey, Sabasic, Fuller, and Clemens. And Clemens will have that shot that'll roll off the backside of the rim, and the Packers pull down the rebound. Going back the other way now is, that's Denton Deagle, number 20. 2:50 to go. Deagle, jumper, off the glass and in. 31-26, 2:41 to go, and now there's a timeout on the floor, and we'll take one with them. Be back in a moment.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake.
Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, welcome back. 31-26 is our score. Sabasic works up top for Fulla. Tried to drive down Main Street, but got into a car crash, and now the ball was floating around on the floor, and they will call a foul on West Fargo's number 31, one of the guys I don't have in my scorebook. On my roster, I meant to say. So we have another timeout on the floor, so we'll take another timeout as well. Back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel. Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo. All right, 31-26, 2:17 to go as we return. Final from Shields Arena. Tough one for Fargo South Shanley as they fall 4-3 to the Bismarck Demons in overtime in the quarterfinal round of the state hockey tournament. So 2 down, 2 to go. Mandan will play Fargo South Shanley tomorrow in the consolation round. Grand Forks Central will play Bismarck High in the semifinals tomorrow. And we'll wait the remaining 2 quarterfinal games. That second one was scheduled for 5 o'clock, but it's probably going to be closer to 5:15 with the overtime. Clemens at the free throw line here for Fargo South. 31-26, free throws missed, offensive board by the Bruins. Fulla will start from up high, over to Sabasic, free throw line extended far side. They'll work into the corner now, back to Sabasic. His left foot may have been out of bounds, I'm not 100% sure. Sabasic's wide open, they'll get it to him. And he will drive in towards the hoop, get it inside of the paint to Clemens and one. 31-28 with a chance to pull within 2 here if Clemens can connect on the free throw. And that free throw's in. It's a 2-point game once again. 31-29. 90 seconds to go. And that'll be a travel. Jumper up and in, that's Bless Fomo. That ties us up at 31 with 1:05 to go here in the first half. Quick pass down at the other end, that puck gets up and in to give the Packers the lead back at 33-31. See what the Bruins can do here to respond. Sabasic in the near corner. Sabasic up to Fulla. Fulla back over to Sabasic. Sabasic works it down low for Clemens, back to Sabasic. And Sabasic back into Clemens with a turnaround baby hook up and in to tie it at 33. And that pass will be taken away there by Clemens. Clemens will go coast to coast and it will nearly be tapped in. Clemens pulls down the rebound, then there's a foul on number 30. That is for West Fargo. Let me look at the roster here. Joel Peasy, a 6'2 sophomore, I believe is how you say it. Free throw off the mark. 20 seconds to go. We're tied at 33. Packers work the ball around the perimeter up top, now into the paint. Underneath there was Adam Hoopball, 5'9" senior, wearing jersey number 3 for the Packers. Hoopball will go to the free throw line with 9.6 seconds to go. And he gives the Packers the lead at 34-33, and as a result, he'll get one more. 1-1, make one to get one. And that one will not go in. 5 seconds to go. Fulla has the basketball. 2 seconds. Fulla with the 3, and that will not drop in, and it's a 1-point game at the half. 34-31. Halftime score in favor of the West Fargo Packers at halftime. We'll take a timeout and be back in a moment here with the second half on the ND Sports Channel. Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed. Or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake.
Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
In our first year on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you 282 games, and 247 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 247 games that would have had zero broadcast coverage had it not been for our sponsors supporting high school sports on the ND Sports Channel. If you are interested in joining our varsity sponsor team, please contact us by email or by phone. Our email is ndsportschannel@gmail.com, and our phone number is 404-9072. With your support, we can do even more high school sports in the future. Plus, you'll be putting your products and business in front of an average of 222 viewers and listeners per game. Let's team up. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores, every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter, search at ND Scores, and get the same scores on your mobile device every night. Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed. Or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online. All right, welcome back. Start of the second half here. 34-33 lead for the West Fargo Packers in the boys junior varsity game. First shot by the Packers missed, and Clemens will miss the first shot for the Bruins here in the second half. Pulling down that rebound, though, for the Fargo South Bruins is Diamond McGill, number 22, a 5'9" freshman. DJ Rainey also into the lineup, along with Max Olson, Jamal Spivey, and Antoine Clemens for Fargo South. Tie game at 34. And now the Bruins take the lead back, 35-34. Packers lose the ball. Clemens picks it up, bounce pass into the hands of McGill, excuse me, McGill. Rainey up top to Olson. Olson near wing now for that Spivey. Spivey to Clemens. Clemens up top there for McGill. Now Olson looking into the corner. Clemens will get it, back to Olson. Olson up top to McGill. McGill will dribble over far side, now switch direction, come into the paint. Turn around, shot off the back iron, will not go. I believe that's Hamza with the basketball, couldn't quite see. Three-pointer up and in. Packers retake the lead at 37-35 by 2. That whistle will stop the clock with 16:31 to go here in the second half of play. Rainey in the paint, partially tapped, puts it back in off a tip of his own to knot it up at, actually, I'm sorry, I forgot to put the last basket up for West Fargo. It's 39-37 with 16:09 to go here in the second half. Hamza will trigger the inbounds pass. .51 remaining here in the second half. Max Olson with the basketball. That's McGill now. And that whistle will sound to stop the clock with 15:37 to go here in the second half. Hamza will get the ball and bring it back the other way here for the Packers. Three-pointer up and in. We just barely got it on camera. We apologize for that. McGill into the corner here. Nearly losing it was Spivey. And then Hamza back the other way off the steal will lay it in. Two more for the Packers makes it 44-37 and a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout with them. Be back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores, every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter, search @NDScores, and get the same scores on your mobile device every night. All right, welcome back. 14:53 to go here in the second half of play. 44-37 in favor of the West Fargo Packers here in the boys junior varsity games. The Bruins will have the ball coming out of the timeout. Max Olson over the timeline for Fargo South. Dribbles near side, gets it to Spy. Spy back to Olson. Olson looking as he picks up his dribble. Gets into DJ Rainey. One dribble, backs into the paint, can't get it to go. Ball is tipped out of bounds. They'll stay with Fargo South. So Max Olson will have the trigger. No, I guess he'll go to the Packers instead, I guess. Three-pointer up and in. It's actually 47-37 after that three-pointer. Out of the hands of Dawson Walter. And Walter will try for another one. That one bounces off the rim and Rainey pulls down the rebound. That one will not quite go, and now a whistle sounds. Stop the clock with 13:36 to go. McGill's going to check back into the lineup here. That'll bring Clemens back to the bench for a breather. And a whistle will stop the clock with 13:27. Seems like we've had back-to-back whistles here that hasn't allowed too much time to expire from the clock, but that's just how it seems. Flipped over a piece of paper here and accidentally poked our cameraman with the pen. I don't know if you heard me say oops earlier, but if you did, faintly, that's what happened. Free throw in. 49-37 now after the free throws. Olson over the timeline here for Fargo South. Dribbles over to the far wing. And he'll get it back. Free throw line extended far side. Gets it up top for Spy. Spy works into the paint for Rainey. Rainey back out to Olson. And that'll be stolen away there by West Fargo. Some nice move, and a block swatted away, shot there by DJ Rainey. After I was gonna give some credit there for some nice moves. to that West Fargo player that I don't have on my roster. Oh, wait, no, I checked that. I do have him on my roster. It was Alex Navarro, number 15 for West Fargo. And that foul will be on West Fargo. So he pushes off there on McGill, and the whistle would sound instantly. It's 50-37. Inbounds pass is stolen away by the Packers, quickly down at the other end, and pair of free throws makes it 52-37. Inside for Flomo, he got two more, 52-39. I believe that's Joel Pease, a 6'2" sophomore, at the free throw line. It's the only 30 I have on my roster, so we'll go with it. 54-39, excuse me. I'll have the second free throws in. And Olsen on the near wing. Up top to no, check that. That is Hendrickson. Also in the lineup for Fargo South is, let me flip over the roster here, Braden Newman, a 5'10" sophomore, wearing number 11 for the Bruins. Pass is batted as they tried to get it inside there, but Fargo South somehow maintains possession of that basketball. Outside, Olsen for three. It looked good coming out of his hands, but it didn't drop in. Fargo South will come away with the ball. DJ Rainey in the paint. His own offensive rebound. The follow-up's up and in. 54-41, 11 minutes to go. Three is up. Baseline jumper up. Rainey pulls down the rebound. Rainey inside, can't get that one to go. Rebound pulled down there. I couldn't see which Packer that was. That was number 22. That's Sam Schumacher. Down at the other end, the shot's up and in. 56-43, 9:47 and counting to go here in the second half. Bounce pass, far side, that's Spy. Puts it in the corner for Olsen, down low to Rainey, ball out of bounds. They'll stay with the Bruins. Max Olsen and Antoine Clemens checking in, and that will bring out Josiah Brashall as well as Trey Hendrickson. .9:27 and counting. Rainey up top, hands it off to Olsen. 5 on the shot clock, and the shot is up, and it's in. Joel Spivey with 2 more, makes it 56-45. Three is teed up from the far wing, nothing but net. Denton Deagle, I believe, is who that was, who knocked down the triple for West Fargo. Olsen in a little bit of trouble there, gets to Clemens. Now Flomo with a long 2. Clemens with the rebound, kicks it back out to Flomo. Flomo to Olsen, quickly over near side here for Spivey. That's DJ Rainey with the and 1 bucket. I'll stop the clock with 8:31 to go, and it's a 12-point basketball game in favor of the West Fargo Packers here. Boys junior varsity. This will be followed by the girls varsity, followed by the boys varsity. And then free throw missed, rebound pulled down with the Packers. Sam Schumacher with the rebound there. Number 44, that is, I'm not sure who number 44 is for Fargo South. .61-49, as I don't have number 44 on the Fargo South roster here. Flomo gets that one to drop. The shot clock running down to pull the Bruins within 10. 7:17 and counting. And a nice move into the paint and putting it up there was Joel Pease, excuse me. 63-51, 7 minutes exactly and counting. Olsen with the basketball. Now Spivey. Spivey makes a move into the paint, and he's going to get called for a travel. It's actually 63-51. Be a foul on West Fargo. Is bumping into Max Olsen is Connor Baresh, 5'10" sophomore. Olsen drops in the free throw to make it 64-52. You see the time remaining up there on top of the shot clock, 6:29, 64-53. Gets over the timeline with 4 seconds to spare on that 10-second clock. And off the baseline, the shot's up and in for Denton Deagle. Flomo has the ball tipped. Jump ball, possession arrow will favor. I can't see the possession arrow. Looks like it'll favor the Fargo South Bruins. It's the girls varsity team walking along the far baseline there to the left side. We'll have a timeout on the floor. 66-53, 6:04 to go, second half of play. Packers lead the Bruins back into 30 seconds on the ND Sports Channel.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
By Max Olsen. 66-55, 5:47 and counting to go. Deagle has the basketball for West Fargo, puts it into the hands there of Baresh. Adam Hoople back into the lineup here for the Packers, at least I believe that's Adam. And a travel. Spivey on the near wing. Looking inside for Clemens. Back out to Spivey. Spivey dribbles up top, pops it over for Olsen. Olsen to the high post for Flomo. Pushes in the corner there for McGill. I think that's McGill. Let me double check. Yes, McGill, 5'9" freshman, Diamond McGill. Will go to the free throw line. She draws the foul. This team trailing by 11 with exactly 5 minutes to go here in this one. See if the Bruins can mount a comeback here. And, well, if they're going to, that's not going to be the start of it. 66-55 after the missed free throw there by McGill. Let's see if McGill can redeem himself here on attempt number 2. And he does. It's a 10-point game, and we'll have a timeout. It's an official's timeout for substitutions. Hamza will check back into the lineup. And now a timeout, Fargo South. 68-56 is our score. 4:45 to go. Second half of play. Back in a moment.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
All right, 68-56 is where we stand with 4:41 counting to go now here in the second half. Fargo South needs to play perfect basketball from here on out, and, well, that's not perfect basketball right there. Clemens will get the interception. Bounce pass, and that was stolen away by Hoopball. Intended there for McGill. Packers bring it back the other way quickly. Wide open for three. Oh, it looked good coming out of his hands, but the ball will bounce into the hands of Clemens. He'll push it up court to Flomo. Flomo stops at the free throw line, hands it back off to Clemens. Clemens will get called for the charge. As he brings the elbow out. Defender plants his feet, falls down to the ground, and Clemens not happy about that one as he expresses his disappointment with the coach. Coach will kneel down and have a chat with him, and that'll be Clemens' fifth, so he's out for the remainder of the junior varsity game here. .335 to go, 68-56. Free throws missed. a single-digit game here as the Bruins are within 8 and they get another steal. Olsen in the near corner, up top for Spivey. Spivey drives into the paint, puts another one in, and here comes Fargo South. And West Fargo is going to stop that momentum and call a timeout here. And 2:50 to go, and it's a 6-point game. We're back in 30 on the Andy Sports Channel.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
(68-62), 2:50 to go. Packer basketball. Bruins trying to make a comeback here with the full court press. It's worked so far. This time the Packers break it. Get it over the timeline, and that'll drop in down at the other end. Back to an 8-point game, 70-62. Lost it out of bounds, but it'll stay with Fargo South. Max Olsen will have the trigger on the inbounds pass from the baseline on the far side of the hoop for the Bruins. Olsen drives in, can't get it to fall. Packers pulling the rebound. They'll break the full court press. And the shot is blocked into the hands of Bless Flomo. Spy inside for Rainey. Rainey turns around, draws the foul. They'll stop the clock with 2:14 to go. Rainey will go to the line to shoot a pair, and double bonus now for Fargo South.
Is that all right? Up.
Makes one of two, Rainey does. 7-point game. Hamza being guarded by Olsen. Olsen trying to swat it away. Now he's gonna get called the jump ball. That possession arrow will favor Fargo South. The only reason I knew that is because the Fargo South coach just jumped up in the air when that jump ball was called. That's how I knew that possession arrow favored the Bruins. Inbounds pass to Rainey right inside the paint, and that's two more. It's a 5-point game with 2 minutes to go. And I believe Olsen will pick up the foul there. Hamza will make it. Both teams in the double bonus now with 10 fouls each. And that one's a little bit off the mark. Flomo with the rebound out to Olsen over the timeline. Olsen will dribble up top. Fake the pass there, just pivot around. Gets it in for Flomo. Flomo in a little bit of trouble outside for Spivey. Spivey maybe got away with the travel. Back to Flomo, back to Spivey. Long two is up. Off the far side of the rim, won't go. And I did not see what happened there. And we'll march down to the other end for free throws, as I believe the foul is going to go on McGill.
6-point game, 2 threes, and we're tied. Minute 33 to go. Misses both. Rainey with the rebound. McGill with the basketball. Minute 27 to go. They don't have a lot of time to work with here. They're going to have to push it down to this end of the court quickly and get a good shot quickly. Rainey into the paint. He will draw the foul, and he'll drop in. So the leaky roof at Farmers Union Insurance Rink at Shields Arena has pushed the 5 o'clock game to a start time of 5:34. They just dropped the puck between the Minot Jets and the Bismarck Blizzard. That's the girls' quarterfinal round. Free throw missed, so it's back to a 4-point game. Still 2 possessions, just a little bit easier 2-possession game here right now.
Are you going to go to Baltimore or where? Elizabeth?
Hamza at the free throw line. He's been pretty good up until that one right there. 71-67, 4-point game. And it'll remain a 4-point game as Randy gets the rebound. McGill will push it up court over the timeline. McGill under the corner. Gets it for Olsen. Olsen back out to McGill, and he nearly lost it but kept it in. McGill drives into the paint. He gets it to drop in, and it's a 2-point game. That's 71-69. Quickly down the other end. Rainey will avoid the foul, and the bucket will go in. 30 seconds to go, back to a 4-point game. McGill with the basketball. McGill wants to drive into the paint, and he will draw the foul. No, it's a charging foul on Fargo South. 73-69 as McGill picks up another personal foul. And well, with 23.4 seconds remaining, unless Fargo South gets a quick steal here, that foul could be pretty disastrous here for the Bruins. And it's a clean steal by McGill. McGill back the other way, and now a foul on West Fargo, 14.5. There's still a glimmer of hope here for the Bruins, especially with the clock stopped, and if he can connect on these free throws. He needs to make the first one for sure. And he does not. Well, if he misses this one, hopefully Fargo South gets an offensive rebound here. That's hopefully if you're a Fargo South fan. Hopefully they do not if you're a West Fargo fan. And that one will drop in. So that pulls the Fargo South Bruins within 3 with 14.5 seconds to go. It's 73-70. We'll keep it right here during the break. Remove the headset, get a beverage break in.
right, so here we go, 3-point game. And it's taken away. Flomo picks it up, drives into the hoop, and it's a 1-point game. 73-72. 5 seconds to go on a foul by McGill. That's at least his third, if not his fourth. So now we'll march down to the other end. If he makes both free throws, it would be 75-72, and Fargo South would have a chance to tie it up on a 3 here. But they would have to make a couple quick passes and make sure that they're good passes that don't result in a turnover. And if you're a Fargo South fan here, you're hoping that he doesn't make more than one of these. 74-72. This is one of the biggest free throws of the game here for the West Fargo Packers out of the hands of the 6-foot sophomore Denton Deagle. And that one drops in, and it's a 3-point game. Timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here. 3.8 seconds to go, 75-72. Fargo South will have the ball coming out of the timeout. We'll see what kind of game plan that they will try and come up with here. They need to get, let's see, they have just shy of 4 seconds, so they can easily get down the whole length of the floor if they chose to do so. The plan of attack here would probably depend on what West Fargo does defensively. I would imagine that they would put at least 2 or 3 players in the backcourt there on that inbounds pass, not making it easy for Fargo South to advance it up to the timeline. But if Fargo South can get the ball successfully over the timeline here, then they would have a very good chance at getting within striking distance of an easy 3-pointer to tie this one up. That's one thing Fargo South has to keep in mind. They don't want to try any baseball passes over the timeline. They just want to get it inbounds, get it up to the half-court line. That's like, it's a half-court game right here, right now. If I was the coach for Fargo South, that's probably what I would strategize to do, is make sure that we get it at least up to the timeline here in 2 passes, and then over the timeline gets set up for the 3-pointer, possibly Spy or maybe even Bless Flomo. Those are the 2 players on the court right now who probably have the best opportunity of getting that 3-point play. Max Olson can do it too. I didn't realize he was in. 1 second, half quarter's up. Oh, and it just went a little right of the buzzer of the basket. And your final score, 75-72. Packers win it in a good one here down to the buzzer at the in the junior varsity game. And that'll wrap up our broadcast here for this one. Thanks so much for watching. We're gonna go offline for just a little bit here, and then we'll come back with the varsity game right after this on the ND Sports Channel.
What are you doing in town?
Thanks for watching this presentation of the ND Sports Channel. Did you miss any of the game? Check out Game Rewind on our website at ndsportschannel.com.